So it looks a little bit like I'm drawing dirty pictures on the board, but it's for science, trust me, trust me. So I'm going to try to explain to you what alpha angle is and how it's measured, because it's one of the measurements they often do to see if there's a hip impingement on imaging. And I think they use MRI, CT scan, maybe X-ray, I'm not really sure. But basically, this is a little hard to visualize, but we're looking almost down on your hip. So this is the ball of your femur, the head of your femur, this is the ball. And then this femoral neck, if this went straight into the board, that would be the shaft of your femur, so the long part of your femur. And then this is your hip socket. This is the acetabulum. So basically, you can see how this is kind of circular. This is going to be, I'm going to butcher this, but so what they do is they kind of find the center of the head of the femur. So you can see how it's sort of circular shaped. And they try to find the center of it. That marker's hooked. Let's do green, shall we? Then they also try to find the center point of the narrowest part of the femoral neck. So that's kind of here. So that makes this axis that they draw. So it's an alpha angle. So what's the other axis of the angle? Well, again, starting from this middle of the femoral head and that circular shape, it's sort of the point where the femoral head deviates from this circle. So let's say, this circular shape. So let's say in this one it's there. This would be the alpha angle. So, in this case it would be like a 45-degree alpha angle. So where this kind of deviates from the circle of the femoral head. So let's look at this one. So this would be below the impingement threshold. If we look at this one, so again, let me try to draw that circular, and we'll find the middle of that. And then the center of the narrowest point of this femoral neck. So let's say it's there. So this would be the one axis. But then where does this deviate from the circle? Well, it's sort of more up here. And these almost look exactly the same, don't they? So let's, for instance, say there's our other line. So if we went in and measured this, well, this is more like a 60-degree angle, we'll say, for argument's sake. This would meet the impingement threshold. And you can even see, so if this is sort of getting built up with a bony callus, it's going to impinge up here, as when you're rotating your hip, when you're flexing at your hip. This area is going to butt onto this area. So let's say even it's up here, that's going to be like a 75-degree angle. So that's how they measure. It's one of the things that they look at anyway. So if you're symptomatic and your alpha angle exceeds this threshold, then they're going to be really highly suspicious that, hey, I think it's probably this impingement that's causing that hip pain, and then they might want to go and do something about it.